Hood's report. All right, we are on our way. We just turned on our Uber and our what is it? Grubhub. You know what? We haven't turned on DoorDash. And Christopher had asked us in a thing yesterday. He said, "Y'all don't never do DoorDash." And I said, because it's difficult if you're gonna do this. It's difficult to do DoorDash when you're doing other food apps at the same time.
DoorDash, you have to be dedicated.
It's almost like you got to time in a certain time, and they don't. It's hard to cancel with them. Like Grubhub is hard to cancel too. Like if you accept one, you got to go through a whole bunch of stuff.
Maybe we should do DoorDash on the weekend.
And then you put it in a certain time, because they do time slots.
Since we do our show on weekdays.
So I'll see. I don't know. We'll see. I might turn it on one day and just do DoorDash. You never know. We haven't done it in a while. But I was looking here. Y'all drive with us as we do deliver. And we talk about whatever stories that...
Hot topics.
Whatever. It may not be a hot topic. It may just be something we want to talk about.
Oh.
But I saw on Charlemagne the God, he did Donkey of the Day. Or was it Charlemagne the God? Maybe it was Charlemagne the God, but it was on the Breakfast Club.
Okay.
There's a West Virginia couple, a white couple.
West Virginia mountain.
They forced their adopted black children to work as slaves and live in a barn.
How many kids?
It says a wealthy white West Virginia couple have been accused of forcing their adopted black children to work as slaves and live inside a locked barn.
Remember when we used to do the show at home? You said, where'd you get that? Shame.
Game of Thrones. Shame. They get that. Donald Ray Lance, 63, and Jeanne K. Whitefeather, 62, of Charleston, West Virginia, pled not guilty on Tuesday to multiple new charges after their kids were found locked inside of a dilapidated shed after allegedly laboring on the surrounding farmland. Some people can't let slavery go.
They use the adoption, fostering the system to enslave these kids.
Yes. A judge presiding over the case said that the couple targeted their 5 kids, age 16, 14, 11, 9, and 6,
Lord have mercy,
because of their race, and they were used basically as slaves. According to the original arrest report in October, the 16 and the 14-year-old children were locked inside of a 20 by 14 shed with no lights, no food or running water, with a camera planted in the top left corner of the room. The children, who smelled of body odor, were found wearing dirty clothes with sores on their feet after a wellness check was performed on the outside of this place, and had no way of being open. The shed had no way of being open from the inside. The shed sat on the grounds of the couple's 5-acre, 3-bedroom, $295,000 property. They also owned an 80-acre, $725,000 home in Washington, which they sold after their arrest in October.
So they were arrested in October for this.
Yeah, I guess.
What is wrong with
And they were held on bond.
They need to be beaten with many, many stripes in the prison.
I don't think you saw that what's his name, Jordan Peele movie with Janelle, what's her name?
It was
Monet, or what's her name? Y'all know who I'm talking about.
Black people.
And no.
What was that?
Where they was, if I can remember. If y'all remember, you just didn't see it because you would have known.
Wasn't it? Like a horror thriller kind of thing?
She went to a museum, or not a museum, it might have been, no, they was kidnapping black people off the street and taking them to this place where they was having modern day slavery. And you couldn't get off. It was, you couldn't, they'd kill you if you try to leave. And it was hundreds of black people. They was doing modern day slavery.
They couldn't leave.
And then they come to find out towards the end, when she was escaping, that it was a Civil War reenactment museum place. Today, like in 2024. And this thing was being kept behind the scenes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was in a movie.
That was Jordan Peele's movie.
Wow.
You should have seen that. That was a good.
I didn't
movie.
like any slavery movies.
It's not real slavery. It's fake slavery.
I know. I just said for me, it's kind of hard to watch those kind of movies.
But that's what this is.
This couple is doing this though, but it's so sad that
Kelly said it. Annabella.
Yeah.
Annabella.
I saw the previews of that.
And she says hello, everyone, and Justice says good morning.
I didn't want to do it. I don't like watching movies like reenacting slavery or hinting on slavery or any. It's hard for me to watch those.
So this couple.
So you know it's hard for me to hear. This couple, this white couple, adopting or fostering?
First of all, adopting. First of all, I thought it was hard to adopt people.
No, not for a white couple that's got money. No, not. They look for people to come and adopt these kids, so they were like giving it to them probably.
And then the other thing, when they was telling the story on the Breakfast Club, they said neighbors was complaining.
About what?
About the kids and how their well-being was. Why did it take so long?
Thank you.
Why are they not shut down on the first complaint?
We had neighbors.
Why are these kids living in a shed?
We've had neighbors in the past where they were fostering the kids and they were not taking care of them.
Yeah, we had one neighbor. She took, well, I can't say too detail.
Say. Yeah.
One was taken care of and one wasn't.
One wasn't. She was neglecting the boys and was giving praise to the
so
girls.
So she probably had an issue with men.
Yeah. But she fostered them.
And my friend, he, my friend,
he would help out.
He cut his hair, one of the little boys' hair. He said his hair hadn't been washed or
whatever, taken care of.
It was like stuff was living in there.
Do you know how many families are doing what these families are doing with foster kids and adopted kids? Do you know that if these kids leave foster homes and go into even more abuse? We don't know that. Nobody unless you are a neighbor and you hear, oh my God, the kids are just being beaten.
But in this particular case, the neighbors were complaining.
And nobody jumped to, maybe because they were privileged white family. And they figured, they're just mad because it's black kids in the neighborhood. They're probably complaining because they don't want black kids. They don't trust them or whatever. They probably was making it look like it's the kids' fault.
But can you imagine making you work all day as a slave?
You're adopted with a family that is enslaving you.
And then you sleep in a shed at night. And they give you a bowl of water and some food. And you sleeping on the floor, no toilet, no nothing, no lights.
As a slave.
They were slaves.
They were modern day slaves.
2024.
With a white family in West Virginia.
I wonder how much of this is going on.
How much of that
movie, Annabella, I might be saying it wrong. It's probably not that far off.
Not far off.
Remember we was talking about that Ice-T movie where they was taking homeless people
off the street
and making them fight gladiator style.
They fed them and gave them, and then they let them go into the woods.
I think a lot of this is
hunting them down as a game.
Yeah. I think a lot of this is happening because they talk about a lot of these kids, period, but a lot of black kids are missing. And a lot of these cities,
yeah,
and they take them and they do sex trafficking.
Yeah, we even found out in our own area where we live that there's a home.
There was a place raided near our old where we used to live, small town, and they had a lot of trafficking, a lot of kids that had been grabbed off of the street. And was being sold across the countries.
Yeah.
So this is happening a lot.
Or even people using their homes to bring in immigrants and paying them very, very little to do work for them.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
People. That family right there, that makes me, you know what? I know those of us who are people of faith, the word of God says we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and rulers of darkness of this world and spiritual wickedness in high places. But sometimes I just want to get my fist on somebody's
And then
face
sometimes you
and beat them down.
Right. And sometimes you wonder why God allows certain things. But I don't know. Isn't that sad?
For the neighbors to speak up and nobody's listening. Oh, those poor kids. Oh, I feel bad.
So they found them. They, thank God they got them.
Now what they gonna do? Now what is our law gonna do for something like that? Because they didn't.
Well,
they didn't take their lives.
No, they went to they're in court. I mean, they found guilty.
No, of what though? What's gonna happen to them? 20 years, 10.
They found guilty definitely of no, when you what is it? When you keep somebody hostage. Not sex trafficking, but something abuse of a minor. Mm-hmm. And there was something else. They was
How many years do they get in that state? Each state is different. They're in West Virginia. If they get accused and guilty of whatever crimes it is, will they only spend 10 years versus 25 if they live in Iowa, if they live in Pennsylvania? I don't like that about our states, and I know they're all different, but that crime itself across the board needs to be 25 to life?
Yeah, probably.
That's
just keep straight down.
Bad family.
All the way.
I just go to Gurney area.
So that's it for that. So just keep praying for those kids.
How old did they say the age of the family?
Remember no, they said 62, 60.
They were in their 60s.
Yeah, 60.
So they had that mentality probably.
No, they your age. That ain't no.
60s?
Yeah, that's not old.
I'm thinking my mom's age.
No, they shouldn't be having nobody as no dang on slave.
Well, you know what? Sometimes that's heredity. Not heredity. Sometimes it's passed on.
Right.
You got kids that are in their 20s that are acting like what is that? White supremacy.
Yeah, they probably had that land was given to them by some old racist family, like their family, and they probably had slaves
down the line.
And they probably felt like we still need black people to.
And what way, Martha, to do it is to adopt them.
Let this guy go by.
We're going to adopt these kids, Martha.
They won't never. You in a real hurry, buddy.
They won't never know. What if we decide these are our kids, Martha?
Are we going slow or something?
I'm going the speed limit.
Because I'm like, why is everybody in a hurry?
I don't know. I'll get over here.
Yeah. I hate when people ride in the left lane slow. So if you in the left lane.
I'm the speed limit. The speed limit is 45.
But not in the left lane. Just get over it.
Okay.
Because other people can go fast. All right, let's see what this request is. We got a request. Brown Lake. Where we at? We probably got to turn around. We got to turn around. Turn around up here. Yeah, just go with him. Follow this guy. Let me see.
But I'm coming back out, right?
Yeah, you're gonna do it around. You're gonna go around.
Okay.
A U-turn rather. McDonald's.
Oh, your favorite one?
Yeah, I hate this McDonald's because they never ever are ready. Never. Whenever you go in there, you gotta wait forever. But that's fine. I'll do it.
So
all right. So you know where you're going. It's add-on. Thank you.
Oh, good.
So it's 2 add-on.
I'm thinking.
Sometimes I'm telling them. Sometimes when you get an order, and it's at a certain restaurant, they may add on, which means somebody else is
I'll do the right lane.
Which means somebody else is getting another order at that same place.
And that's good because you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
GJ, if I got my glasses on, I still can't see y'all. GJM Love says hi.
Hey everybody.
All right, so what was you going to say?
I was just acting out what this couple was probably thinking when they went to adopt these kids. Martha, they won't know we adopted them as our kids.
I know.
So we could do what we
want to do. Don't they have wellness checks? This is
adoption.
No,
this is not fostering.
So even when they adopt, I guess they don't check.
I don't know if there's a process in place when you're adopting a kid as your own.
I guess
that they're not treating them.
That's sad.
But fostering, yeah, you're supposed to, because that one little boy, the little white boy in Chicago that died. Oh, they on that what's the organization that looks at fostering and stuff?
Was he fostered?
He was fostered, and they was complaining. He was abused by his foster dad, and his foster dad took his life. And the state, what do you call that? The organization that does that?
DCFS?
DDC, yeah, they are in big trouble. especially the worker. Oh, we got so many files piled up. There's
We
so
have a
many
Sarah who
kids.
works. Remember, she's DCFS, and she
Yeah,
says it's
a
ridiculous.
lot of files.
They don't have time.
They don't have the time. But this person got
And
in trouble
she says you
because there was
also
complaints.
And she said you also, which is sad, you gotta kind of monitor whether it's worth taking them out. Like you can literally go to a house that's nasty or whatever, and then you be like, I can't take them out because if I take them out and put them, I'm like, where else am I put them?
My friend who used to do that years ago, she said she would go do the visits. She would sit there, her purse, and there would be roaches crawling in her purse. She's like, oh my God, this house is dirty.
Well, we grew up with roaches.
No, she said this was bad.
Yeah. So, no, I sat with roaches falling on my head at night.
You did.
It ain't worse.
I know. But no, as a worker.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
You visit somebody's house, you don't want nothing crawling in your purse.
Roaches is...
And then she has to make a note that the home is not clean.
I sit and be like laying in the bed, and I would watch them fall from the ceiling.
And that was temporary.
Knowing darn well they're going to fall on my head.
We had a moment in our pet history.
Yeah, when we were little. We grew up in the projects.
We had to do that. Yeah.
But also grown.
What is this boy doing?
What are you talking about?
He's coming towards the car.
No, he's not.
Yes, he was.
Oh, Lenore, you acted like the black people be clicking the door.
Kim, what is he doing? He's hanging out.
Oh, maybe he crazy. I don't know.
Watch as well as pray.
Yeah, he might have something going on. Poor thing. He a boy. I could take him.
I don't know. When something gets inside of somebody that makes them strong.
Yeah, he got something going on. He might be homeless or something. He look like he homeless.
Don't he? His clothes are not clean.
He's probably homeless. Yeah, he homeless. He probably waiting on somebody to give him some food or something. I gotta take this in because it's two of them and it's numbers.
Yeah,
when you go to McDonald's, he homeless. He waiting on somebody to give him something.
Don't y'all do that when you kind of like be careful of your surroundings, especially if you at.
So he probably was getting ready to ask you for something. Then he saw you.
He looked at us.
No. He probably saw you was black and said, "Forget it. They ain't gonna give me nothing."
Keep it moving. I don't know.
He probably was saying, "Them black, they ain't gonna get it.
Black girls ain't gonna help me.
They don't tip. They don't give. They not gonna give me nothing. I'm not even gonna waste my time." That's probably what he was looking at. He saw we was black. See, she gave him that food.
Wait a minute, is she with him? Maybe we mistaken. We could have assumed.
You know what? He ain't homeless. That's sad. No, he's homeless. She bought him some food. She bought him some food. That's nice.
He was waiting on her to give him some. Wait a minute, they could be together.
This family. You know what? Let's stop. I ain't gonna even. They got a whole situation going on out here, y'all. They yelling at each other, and she look homeless.
You know what? Wait a minute, she getting in the car. Let's see what she doing.
They not homeless. They got a car.
They got a car. And... What was he walking in the middle of the parking lot though? Like he in a daze.
Okay, y'all. This the situation. They look homeless, but they not.
They not. They get in the car.
Unless they living in the car. They could be living in the car. We don't know. Let me get out of here and get these people food. All right, y'all. They arguing with each other. All right. Let me turn this around so y'all can see what's going on. They got too much going on out here. We just trying to pick up food. They fighting each other. Watch this, look, y'all. All right, y'all. Y'all see her? They yelling at each other. Oh. Hello. All right, y'all. They don't never, ever be ready. Never. Hi, I'm picking up 2 orders. 2? Yeah. You see the number? Your eyes are better than mine.
1 second. 259.
Mickey D's, Mickey D's. They never ever ready, y'all. Never. Is that one? Is that one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The FBO.
Okay. All right, she wrapping up the second one. Yep, both. Thank you. Yeah, both of them. Yeah. Yeah, it's right here. Yeah. Right here. All right. Oh, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to hold this and the camera. They still yelling at each other?
She came in on the phone, right? Talking.
Oh, okay. They was yelling at each other for a second. Mom!
You got my phone?
Yeah, hold on, Lenore.
Let me see it in your hands.
Gee. Oh, you thought I left it there? Which I have. I have gone in and left the phone one time.
Oh, wow.
All right. Because I was trying to pick up too much stuff at one time. All right, let's go. All right, y'all. Yeah, he's sitting in there.
Eating too.
That's ridiculous.
Oh,
We thinking they homeless. They could still be homeless, just living in the car, because they look homeless to me.
Yeah, some people do live in their car.
I don't know what homeless looks like, but they look. If they either homeless or just dirty, whichever one. You look like some people are rich and they look homeless.
Well,
you don't know You don't know these days who's homeless and who's what they doing. What we doing?
It don't take that long to stop at a stop sign. Was she waiting on traffic?
I don't know.
Which way?
You gonna make a right?
Maybe she didn't know she was at a stop sign. Isn't that weird? Some people just sitting.
I can't stand people. And yet we be out here doing this. All right, once I tell you where to go, I'll go to the next story.
Okay.
For goodness sakes. We still on the same story.
How much of ahead can you tell me where to go?
Jeez, hold on. Let me go ahead. What street is this? I'll just tell you. Just go on straight. You're gonna be making a left turn though, so don't get in the right lane.
Cedar Lake or way?
Yeah, it's before that. It's before that. Lotus Drive.
Oh, I remember that street.
You do?
I remember seeing Lotus.
Okay. Y'all look.